Are you tired of always overstuffing your luggage as you're packing? Well, I'm in luck. Today I'm going to show you 17 different space-saving packing folds that you can use to pack your luggage stress-free and be completely organized for your trip. Let's start out with a fun one, the Ranger roll for your t-shirts. So diving right in, I'm going to place my t-shirt down with the front side facing up. And we're going to start by flipping the bottom underneath, like so. Probably can go with like 5 inches or something like that. After that, we're going to flip both arms in towards the middle like that. And then we're going to split the t-shirt into 3 parts from side to side. We're folding in 1/3, bam, and 1/3 from the other side as well. At this point, we're going to start rolling from the collar down. I'm going to turn it around so it's a little bit easier for me here. The tighter you roll, the more space you save, but also the more you're going to wrinkle up your shirt. But this is a very compact way to roll up your clothes. Once you have made it to the end, we're going to lift it up and we're going to fold this part that we folded underneath around on one side, and we repeat on the other side as well. And there we go. The most space-saving way you can possibly fold your t-shirt. Stick your thumbs inside and even it out a little bit if you want to as well. Next up, we're going to have a look at a compact fold for your long-sleeved shirts. So this is going to work for any long-sleeve shirts. We'll start by folding the arms over to the opposite side and then down along the length of the shirt. Repeat on the other side, over and down. From here, we're going to split the shirt again into 3 parts from side to side, over 1/3 of the way on one side, and then we completely overlap on the other side. Now, here's the difference. What we're going to do is split it into either 4 or 3. I'm going to go with 3 here, and I'm going to fold up the bottom first, and then we're going to lift up the 2 top layers here so that we can create this little pocket again. I like to pinch at both ends to create a little bit of an arrow shape here. I'm going to lift it up and stuff it inside all the way to the other end, and then just even it out with your palm on the inside. Like that. Like I said, this works on pretty much anything that is a top. It's quite nice and neat if you like flat instead. Let's have a look at the wrinkle-free folding method for collared shirts. That's also great for travel. So first of all, we're going to make sure that we have all the buttons buttoned up before we turn our shirt on its back here. And once we have it on its back, we're going to take the arm and we're going to fold it all the way over and then back down like this, creating that nice shape on the side of your shirt. Repeat on the other side, make sure no wrinkles are forming, and down. At this point, I'm going to show you something really cool. We're going to split it into 3 again here, and I'm going to fold from one side, 1/3. Make sure it doesn't overlap the collar area, and we repeat on the other side as well. Pow! So, as you see, now we have this nice shape here, and we're going to split it into 3 parts from top to bottom. I'm going to start by folding the bottom up first, like that, and then we take the top, and ta-da! Beautifully folded collared shirt. By the way, if we haven't met before, my name is Tor. I'm traveling all over the world for the past 11 years and taught over 12 million people here on YouTube how to pack lighter at this point. For fold number 4, we're going to have a look at how to fold a hoodie into its own hood to create sort of a pocket for it. So we're going to start here by zippering up the hoodie if it needs to be. By the way, this works for jackets as well. I'll show you another fold that you can use for jackets later on, but just be aware of it. From this point, we're going to turn the hoodie on its back side again, like this. And we're going to fold the arms over to the opposite side. You don't need to fold them back down. For this fold, over to the opposite side is plenty. From here, we're going to split the hood into 3 parts. Make sure that it goes inside, like so that the hood is lined up straight here. Repeat, overlapping on the other side, like that. And we're going to start rolling the hoodie up all the way to the top. If you have a very thick hoodie, you can roll it quite tightly here so that it fits inside the hood. For this one, it's quite easy. Once we make it to the hood here, wrap it over like that. And we can tighten up the strings here and tie it up and make it super like Instagram or Pinterest friendly. Ta-da! Ish. All right, there we go. This is nice for sleeping like on the plane and stuff too. So perhaps something you place in your hand luggage. Next, we're going to have a look at the rose fold for jeans. This says maximum space, but it's a lot easier than arranging rolling jeans. It obviously works for all pants as well. So with the front side facing up, we're folding the jeans over in half from side to side like this. And at this point, we're going to take the top leg and we're going to fold it out 90 degrees at around the knee. Next up, we're going to fold in the crotch here so that we create a nice line going down the length of the pants. And from the waist, we're going to try to do some stretching here and start rolling down the length of the pants. So if you have skinny jeans or really thick material, you may want to roll this quite tightly, otherwise just roll it regularly up. These are like a straight cut, so I'm just gonna roll them gently up. Once you make it down to the bottom, grab hold of the entire roll here, like this, and we're gonna take the free leg here, and we're gonna fold it over inside out the rest of the pants. So just take your time with this, if this is your first time doing this, like so. And there we go, beautiful little rose fold here. Sadly it doesn't smell like roses, but it does smell like detergent. So yeah, maybe rose smelling detergent could be a good option for this. Next up, we're gonna have a look at the Ranger roll on a pair of shorts. So this packs up super small, but it is also the most difficult out of all of these folds. So don't get frustrated if you don't get it properly the first couple of times. So for this, we're gonna start by folding the top inside out. Now, you need a little bit of room for this, especially if it's like thicker fabric. And make sure that you get the back side hair nice looking as well. So you can see I folded up quite a bit, probably like 6 inches or so. Along those lines should be good. So from here, we're gonna split the shorts into 3 or 4 parts. I like to do 4 parts for these shorts because it is a little bit trickier when you do thirds. So we fold in 1 part on both sides so that they meet in the middle here. I'm gonna overlap it a little bit there. And I'm going to turn the shorts around so that I have the openings of the leg facing me. And we start rolling it up all the way to the top. My brother is an opera singer, by the way. Anyway, at this point, we're going to lift up the roll here. And we're going to slowly but surely pry this first section that we flipped inside out over the roll. So this is where you often go wrong with this, especially if it's your first time. So if you do one side first, and then repeat on the other side there. You get this beautiful looking pair of shorts that's gonna wrinkle up a little bit, so don't do this on your nice linen shorts. And you can stick your thumbs inside a little bit and even it out, give it a little bit Norwegian massage there. Anyway, super space saving. At this point, you're probably thinking, Thor, that's not very wrinkle resistant, and I get it. So let's have a look at a wrinkle-free roll that you can use on your nice dress pants or maybe some chinos or something like that. All right, so with the pants with the front side facing up this time, we're gonna fold them over in half from side to side again. Beginning to see a pattern here perhaps for pants. So we're gonna start rolling it down here from the waist. Gently, make sure that it doesn't like crease up as you roll it down. And this is really the most crease resistant way you can pack pants. You want to place it at the top of your bag so you don't weigh it down by all the heavy stuff as well. That is probably going to save the most amount of space that I can tell you there. Right, so we have all the bottoms rolled up at this point. Now, if you're anything like me, that means that you need a belt as well. So let me show you how to roll up your belt compactly. Sorry about the quality of the belt. I didn't find any other around the house here. So what we're going to do here is that we're going to take our belt in both ends, and we're going to take the end and the one with the loop, and we're going to place the end through the top of the loop like that. Once you have done that, you can lay it down on the table like this, and it's all about just spinning it up. Now, the more you spin it, obviously the more space you're going to save. Also, it is actually a lot harder to unravel it if it's at least a little bit tightly rolled up like so. As you can probably notice, a lot of these folds are amazing for home as well, especially if you want to save some extra space in your closet. By the way, if you like any of these folding techniques that I'm showing you here, you can get a free cheat sheet with my 9 top folding hacks over on organizing.tv/pack. So if any of this seems difficult, for example, like for example the shorts, there are step-by-step illustrations for all the various steps so that you can get this in with some practice there. The folds are easy to follow. You can view it on your device, you can print it out, or you can just view it on the web as well if you prefer. So organizing.tv/pack, there will also be a link in the pinned comment under the video as well as in the video's description. Anyway, let's move on here. I want to show you some compact folding techniques for your boxers as well as boxer briefs. This will work on regular underwear as well. I'm going to show you how to do it on thongs and such afterwards. So I brought out my beautiful pineapple boxers here. So let's start out by splitting the undies into 3 parts from side to side. And we're going to fold over 1/3 of the way. You can see it kind of flares out here. What I like to do is just fold over the other side here. So we can fold the flare back. And then on this side, I just stick it under like so. to create a nice and streamlined shape. And then we're going to split the undies here into 3 parts, and we're going to fold the top down first, and then we're going to lift up the top layer of elastic here. Now you can stretch it out a little bit, the fold here, if you need more room, but what we're going to do is essentially the same as we did with a long sleeve shirt. We're going to fold in the edges a little bit, and we're going to stick it inside the opening here, and we can flatten it out with our fingers once it's inside there. Ta-da! Now you have a beautiful flat fold that's gonna work on most underwear that covers your butt. Anyway, let's put away my favorite underwear here and bring out something a little bit smaller, which is not my favorite. Don't ask me why I own this, but this fold is gonna work on like smaller underwear. So for example, your Jockstraps. I gave one of these to my grandfather for Christmas a couple of years ago. Quite funny. He's 82 years old at this point, by the way. So we're going to place the underwear down here with the thinnest side facing up and the crotch facing away from us. And we're going to start rolling from the elastic band here. So we're going to roll it over once, twice, and a half a time more, so that the top of the so that this sticks kind of upwards, if that makes sense. And then we're going to split it into 3 parts. From one side we fold in 180 degrees underneath, and we repeat on the other side as well. At this point we're going to hold on to these little ends, lift it up, and flip the crotch under and again towards us. Now we're going to start rolling up the crotch. You can do it a little bit gently here depending on how delicate your undies are, but once we make it up all the way to the elastic here, we're going to lift it up with 2 fingers and just grab hold of the entire thing here with one hand, and with your other you're going to wring back those folds that we made back over the roll. So this is going to secure the entire little undie roll in place here. Alright, so I brought out my men's-ear here, or a bro, if you catch the reference. Anyway, what we're going to do here is that we're going to start out by placing the bra with the front facing down, and we're going to even out everything so that it's nice and flat for us. Now this has underwires as well as padding, so this is going to work for any bra pretty much. So at this point we're going to take the sides here and we're going to gently put them inside the cup. Like that. Repeating on the other side. Like this. And I'm going to flip one of the cups upwards like this, and we simply close it up. This is the most gentle and safest way that you can fold up your bras for packing. Another little hack, this works for bikini sets as well. You can place your little bottom inside there, and there you have a beautiful set that you can keep together, especially if you have like something to put it inside, like a packing cube for example. But don't worry, I'm gonna do a full-size bathing suit for you afterwards, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, here's another clever folding hack for you, the rose fold on socks. And I'm gonna take the other sock with the heel down and place it on top of the first one. And you probably guessed it, we're gonna fold the top sock out 90 degrees so that it lands at about the heel-ish. Now I'm just gonna turn it around here so it's easier for me to work with. But from the bottom of the toes here, I'm gonna start rolling, rolling, rolling. Do you want me to do some more Oprah for you in future songs? Or just keep it like a normal person? Anyway, once we made it to the top, we're gonna take this elastic band here, and we're gonna do the same as we did with the pants, right? We're gonna wrap it over the rest of the sock, thereby creating a beautiful sock rose. Now, you don't want to do this with your dirty socks, but with your clean ones, smells like nothing. Now, for the actual final fold, I'm going to show you a really cool trick that you can use to fold your socks, undies, as well as tops together into a set. But for now, let's have a look at how to fold bathing suits small. Alright, so our bathing suits, we're going to start by placing it with the back side facing upwards and just evening it out nicely here. Then from here, we're going to take the shoulder straps and we're just going to fold them inwards inside the cups, like that, so that they're out of the way. The next thing we're going to do is that we're going to take the crotch and we're going to fold it up so that we create a nice shape, so that we create a nice, almost square shape here at the bottom. Now this thing has these things here, so I'm just going to fold these in as well. At this point, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna split the bathing suit into 3 parts here from top to bottom. Now I'm gonna start by folding the bottom part up 1/3 of the way so that it kind of meets the cups. At this point, I'm gonna go ahead and actually flip the cup of one of the sides over in half, like that. And then I'm gonna fold from side to side over in half. Ta-da! And now I can split it in half again. And I'm gonna fold it from the end with the cups down like this. And here you have a beautifully folded bathing suit that is ready for jumping into water and getting cold. Whew, whatever, it's hot, hot, hot. I made a smart decision of putting on a leather jacket while I'm recording, so that will be the first and last time I do that. Anyway, let's have a look at our wrinkle-free travel folding method for your dresses. So, first things first, sir, I'm just gonna make sure that it's nicely buttoned up, and then I'm gonna turn the dress with its backside facing up. Now, this is a linen dress, so it really needs to be gently folded to prevent it from creasing and wrinkling all over. So we're gonna take the arms. I'm gonna fold the arm over to the other side and then back down the side of the dress. Now, if your dress doesn't have arms, obviously skip over this part and repeat on the other side as well. At this point, we have some choices. We can split the dress in half, or we can split it into 3 or 4 parts. I'm a little bit inclined to split it into 3 parts here. I think that will look good with this dress. So I fold it in 1/3 so that it kind of meets up with the neckline. Now, if it flares out a lot, you need to kind of fold it over again like we did with the boxers. So repeat on the other side here. Make sure it's nice and evenly spread out. And then we start rolling, or you can fold it, but you need to do it from the bottom. We do it from the bottom first because then we don't get the collar area inside the roll, thereby preserving it as much as we possibly can. So there we go, beautifully folded up summer dress. Now, this fold was really popular when I did it over on the towel video. So here is a really beautiful hotel fold for your towels. Now, this is super quick and easy to do. All right, so we're gonna take our towel here and we're gonna place it with the back side facing up. Yes, you heard that right. And from here, we're gonna take one of the corners and we're just gonna fold it down, 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 down till it reaches the other side. So like this. So we create a square shape there. And then from here, we're gonna take the other end here and we're gonna fold that over in half. This. Now, you wanna make sure that it's nice and even here, otherwise the fold isn't gonna come out looking very luxurious or messy. Now, once you got everything nice and lined up here, we're gonna grab hold of the edges here and we're gonna flip it around. 1, 2, 3, peel. And then we start rolling, rolling, rolling from one end all the way up. I'm trying to record this at the same time, which is not easy. Now, I have found with folds like this that the tighter you roll, the better they usually hold together, but it will also crease up the towel a little bit more than if you roll it gently. So you kind of have to judge whether it's worth it yourself. Anyway, we roll it up all the way. Once we make it towards the top here, don't roll all the way over. We're gonna take this edge, we're gonna lift it up, and we're gonna stuff it inside one of the layers, outermost layers here. So this is what's gonna hold it in place pretty much. And from here, you can kind of even it out, make it look all beautiful. And there you go, beautifully folded towel. Ooh, it's hot. All right, next here, I want to show you a quick and easy travel roll that you can use on your jacket. So this one is crease resistant as well. So I pulled out this jacket in particular, but it will work on pretty much any jacket. So make sure it's buttoned up. And then we're going to simply lift the jacket up at the middle point there from top to bottom. And we're going to fold it over in half like that. Now, the next step here is that we're going to take the arms and we're going to line those up nicely, turn it around, and we repeat here on the other side as well. For jackets like this, I just like to let it run down the length of the jacket. As far as the lapel goes, you can flip that out, but I found that it works just as well to just leave it folded down. Anyway, from the bottom, we're going to start rolling. You can also fold it in thirds at this point, but I like rolls a lot. It works quite well in my packing system. Now, this jacket is unstructured, so you don't want to roll over it if you have a suit jacket, but this one doesn't have any padding inside, so it's okay. So here we go. Just gonna flatten that out beautifully. Alternatively, if you don't like the rolling, you could just split it into 3 parts, fold over once, and from the other side, fold it up as well. Ta-da! All right, so we made it to fold number 17. This is the ultimate packing hack. It is a travel outfit bundle roll. So what we're gonna do here is place a t-shirt or any other top with the front side facing up. And we're gonna take a pair of underwear, put that on top. And then we put socks on top of that again. Now this is so cool because you can pack pretty much day roll. So you just mix and match this with your bottoms and you're good to go, right? Anyway, we're gonna flip the bottom here underneath as well. Need a little bit more space than just for a regular t-shirt for this. And I'm gonna split it into 4 parts here from side to side. By the way, if you like the folds in this video, you're gonna love my packing methods. So I put together another video here on the screen that you can see with my 3 steps to pack 50% smaller. It clearly teaches you how to be prepared for any trip, never run out of clothes, and pack smaller every single time. So go ahead and click the link on the screen now, and I'll see you over there.